Hello again. It's Travels Around Britain. My name's Bob, and I'm at Wentworth Woodhouse today. But we're in South Yorkshire, and we're going to go around to certain places that sell a Yorkshire delicacy, and it's a British pork pie. A lot of people have said, why don't we do a review of all the pork pies that everybody's talking about? And that's what we're going to do today. So we'll take you to the places in South Yorkshire and a couple of places in West Yorkshire to buy some pork pies. We're going to review them, and we'll see you later. Yeah, we're at Percy Turner's now in a place called Jump in Barnsley near Hoyland, and we've got I've got a couple of pies. I'm going to eat one now. I'm going to take one home to review it, and we'll see you later. Bye. We're outside Rob Royd's farm shop in Barnsley, and we just picked up another pie. Finn thinks it's for him. I'll speak to you later. Well, we're here in Denbydale, West Yorkshire, I think, just about, and we're at David Gawthorpe's, and we've got another pie from them. I've had them before, rather nice, so we'll see you later back and evaluate it. Yeah, we're at Thorncliffe's farm shop, as you can see, right in the countryside, West Yorkshire again. Absolutely fantastic little shop, nice restaurant, and we've just gone in there and bought a Thorncliffe pork pie, small pork pie. So come with us now, and we're going to go and have a look at these, see what they look like, and have a taste. See you later. Well, we're back at home now, and we've got 6 pork pies from various different places, which will be revealed later which ones they are. So what I'm going to do is cut every one in half. I'm going to have a look inside, see the meat value and things like that, and we'll then cut it in a quarter and have a taste, and write on there what we think 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, whatever we think it is. So I'm going to cut this one in half first.
That's a bit grey.
Grey's fine. I mean, there's grey and there's pink. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's a taste at the end of the day. One thing about Yorkshire that I find, and I've travelled all over the world and the country, is that I find that the pastry makers know how to make pastry, just like they know how to make batter on fish when you go to a fish and chip shop. The pastry is always really nice, but you never know. So we're going to test these out today. So that looks okay to me. I'm going to cut it like that, and we're going to have a taste. Chewy texture. Now, normally when people have pork pies in Yorkshire, I find that they have them with some condiments. We used to have them with Piccadilly many years ago. Piccadilly, red sauce, brown sauce, mustard, whatever takes your fancy. Today we're just tasting them sort of blind. Bit chewy that. It's not bad, but it's not exceptional. Not bad, but not exceptional. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to taste another one now.
Oh, I think that looks a lot better.
It looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks far fresher.
Let me just cut that in half and have a taste of that. Looks reasonable. Not a lot of jelly. There's a little bit in there, whatever. Some people like a lot of jelly. I don't know. A lovely pork taste to the meat. And the pastry is right up there. Look, I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not good. You know, this one here, I'm going to put that at 8 out of 10. You know, we'll have a look at where that come from later. This one looks nice. We'll have a look at this one.
Oh, looks a lot more jelly in there.
Yeah.
Doesn't look full of meat to me.
Well, you know, it's not bad. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that pork pie. Looking at it, it's all about the taste.
Pastry looks nice.
Yeah, well done pastry. Only it's a bit more crispier. As I say, nothing wrong with that. It's all down to the taste. Nicely seasoned, actually, the meat. Very nicely seasoned. I'm going to give that an 8.5. It is quite nice. The pastry is quite nice. A little bit more brittle or crispy, however you describe it. Yeah, very edible. Let's have a look at this one.
Oh, that looks packed with meat. Yeah,
That's it, all down to the taste. My little dog Finn here loves it when we do a taste test because there's always something in for him. That's not as well seasoned as that one, but still quite nice. And the pastry, once again, quite nice. That's another 8.5. Now Finn's getting finding this quite challenging, aren't you, Finn?
That's because he wants some.
Does he?
Yeah, he could do.
I'll have a go with this one now. I'll come back later to show you where they come from. Now, don't get me wrong, there's probably another dozen places we could get pork pies from around the Barnsley, Wakefield area. And if you want us to go and try some other ones, tell us, get back to us and let us know. We'll do that.
That looks a nice pie. I like looking at pastry.
And we just went to the places today that were very local. That's nice. This is very difficult. I must say, it's very difficult to do this. Finn, get down. The story is basically the pork pies in Yorkshire are usually baked either today or at least yesterday late on. I remember going down to London many years ago to work, and after a couple of months I fancied a pork pie. I went into a supermarket and I bought one of those pork pies that's in the cellophane paper, and I ate it, and I think it'd been on the shelf 2.5 months. I guarantee most of the ones we bought today are absolutely fresh, and it makes a difference to the taste. Right, last but not least, but I'm going to give that an 8.
There's a nice round bit of jelly in there.
It just keeps it packed. Now the thing is, a lot of the places you go to in Yorkshire, if you go early in the morning, before 11 o'clock, you'll get these pork pies and they'll be still warm. and the juice will run down your chin. Now I just remember that as a little boy, and we'd eat these like an apple, and it's basically a little bit of a packed lunch. Now he's getting really annoyed now.
So you can smell the pork.
Mm. I like the pastry again, but it's different. Nothing wrong with it. A bit of a smaller pie actually, that. Not bad. I'm going to give that a 7.8. Okay, now for the big reveal. I'm going to show you, and if you're local to Barnsley, Huddersfield, Wakefield, that sort of thing, you'll know where these places are, but you can find them out anyway. And if you're in the area, it's worth going to these places and getting one of these to eat with your favourite condiment, piccalilli, red sauce, brown sauce, mustard, whatever it is. Some people warm them up in the oven or in a microwave and then eat them fine. Different taste. When they're warm, it's a different taste. So this one here is from David Gawthorpe's in Denby Dale. Very famous Denby Dale for pies. A long time ago they made a pie, a huge pie, and then they fed all the villagers. And I can't remember exactly what it is, but there's something like 6 or 7 cows inside the pie. And they made a massive big pie dish and cooked it. And there's a hall in Denby Dale called the Pie Hall. I don't think anybody's ever done it since. It'd be expensive to make a massive big pie, and everybody in the village came and had a piece of pie. So they're very, very famous for pie. So well done, David Gawthorpe's. That's 8.5. This one here is a 5, and that's from Tesco's in Hoyland. This one here is £1.95. Yeah, and this one from Tesco is £1.90. No comparison really. As I say, not fresh. The meat looks different. It's grey meat. A lot of people say, well, it's cured meat or whatever meat, or it's not cured. It's down to the taste. At the end of the day, some people might absolutely think these are absolutely lush, fantastic. That's great. Not a problem with that at the end of the day. But price comparison, fresh, and that's from a supermarket. Who knows when that was manufactured? It will give you a sell-by date, but I don't know when that is.
20th of February.
20th.
3 days' time.
In 3 days' time. But when was it made?
So
Last week?
Been made a good couple of weeks.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. So this one here is an 8. We made that a 5 because it was, as I say, nothing wrong with it if that's what you like. But we think it's a 5. 8 for this one here. And this one is from Cannon Hall Farm. And that's in Barnsley. Well worth a visit. That was £2.35. Not cheap, but there again, it's quality cheap. These are all quality things, apart from this one here. That shouldn't be that price. But anyway, it's down to what you can afford, what people do. This one here, I did like that one. 8.5, crispy pastry, and that's from Rob Royd Farm Shop in Barnsley, and that's £2.75.
That's the dearest.
Yeah, it's the most expensive one. Very expensive. Is it worth that money? Depends on your personal financial situation, doesn't it, really, at the end of the day? You might think, yeah, the pastry's fantastic, it's a bit crispy, but a lot of people like that. I mean, I didn't disagree with that pastry whatsoever. Very nice. This one here, that's 8.5, 8.7.
7.8.
Oh, 7.8, sorry. And that's Pursley Turner's in Barnsley in a place called Jump. And that's 135. So value for money that's quite cheap. Cheapest one. But it's just slightly smaller. But there again, you know, slightly smaller. Nice pastry.
They're delicious one straight out the oven.
Delicious. You can go there in the morning, 11 o'clock, and they come straight out of the oven. Before that, even warmer. You've got to be watching it, because if you go there when they're really warm, the jelly is actually juice. It runs down your chin. I remember my granddad taking me to a football match in Barnsley when I was very young, and I wasn't really into football, but he took me to there was a pie stall that did these Barnsley pork pie, Albertus pork pies. I don't think that's available anymore. It was a family business, and they were the best. They bet everybody for pork pies, and he bought me a pork pie. No napkin in them days, and I bit into it straight when it's warm, and all this juice ran down my t-shirt, so I couldn't wear the t-shirt again. See, my little dog here is a good food critic, actually. He eats everything. So he's dying, he can smell the meat, and he wants something, don't you, Finn? Yeah, he's a beautiful little boy. Anyway, look, I hope you enjoyed that video. Oh, and we've got this one here is an 8, and let's find out where this is from. I nearly jumped it there. This is from Thorncliffe Farm Shop, and that's in Elmley, where there's a big television mast there, and that was £1.95. And that was an 8. Good score, you know, nice, typical Yorkshire pastry. Absolutely superb, fantastic. We do go there sometimes for breakfast. Do great breakfast, and it's got a little dog cafe as well. And Finn likes going there, don't you, Finn? So, yeah, so look, there's lots more pies to actually look at and eat and evaluate. If you want me to go to another pie shop to buy something and do a taste test like this, get back to me. I'll see you later.